Welcome back to Crypto Tutorial. On today's video, we'd like to discuss the graph currently performing and what we could expect during the upcoming hours and days. But before doing so, I would highly appreciate if you could give me those big thumbs up down below. And even more important, if you could follow me on Twitter at Thorough Crypto. You will be able to find the link towards my Twitter down below in the description underneath social and info. So for sure, do not forget to do so. This being said, I would like to get started on the graph and I would like to actually show you the daily time frame. What I think is actually quite important is that we have seen actually this descending resistance with multiple touch points underneath. It might seem not correctly, but I did not count the wicks of the candles. And if we zoom in a bit closer, you can clearly see that the bodies were retested underneath these ranges, and therefore this is a confirmed descending resistance line. And what is actually quite important for the overall trend is that if we would like to see once more an increase getting started, we have to break out actually above this descending resistance, find support on top of it, and head straight back up towards the upside once more. Otherwise, it is likely that we are going to see a continuation of decline if we do not break out above this descending resistance. So for sure, this is absolutely important. As well, if I place a fixed range volume profile from swing high towards swing low, what you can see is that it's perfectly aligned with the 0.89 cents range. Therefore, this is the most amount of volume was actually traded at this point in time, and therefore it is actually a major level of resistance. This is absolutely very important to take into consideration right now, because if we are going to see an increase, we are as well going to see a touch point or perhaps a rejection taking place underneath the $89 because this is a major stronghold of resistance right now above us. If I enable the triple moving averages, the 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average, and 200-day moving average, what you can see if I zoom a bit closer is that they're all three serving as a level of resistance above us. Therefore, if we right now see an increase in price action, we will be actually seeing a difficult resistance above us, because at 0.786 at $82 we will see the Fibonacci range where we might expect major resistance, as well the descending resistance that we have to break out above, and even further above us the $89, the major level of resistance due to the fact that the most amount of volume has been traded at this range, and also the triple moving averages. So right now I personally think a further decline in price action is more likely to occur, because we're seeing this major amount of resistance above us. On the 4-hourly time frame, it does actually look very similar. You can clearly see that we got rejected lastly by the 200-day moving average, and we saw a major decline taking place. That is exactly what we saw previously as well. And to see further continuation towards the upside, for sure, what we would like to see is a breakout occur above the 50 and 100-day moving average and head straight back up afterwards. Otherwise, we won't have enough momentum and support underneath us to actually break through this very important level of resistance above us in between $82 and $89, due to the fact that we are seeing two major levels of resistance and as well the descending resistance combining themselves all together at this point in time. This being said, I would like to take a quick look right away at the MACD. What you can clearly see on the MACD on the 4-hourly time frame, if we zoom in a bit closer, is that we already experienced momentum towards the downside. We did experience previously momentum towards the upside, and therefore right now we are actually seeing this decline in price action. What I think is important is that we already experienced momentum towards the downside, so therefore it is likely that we are going to hold strong where we are currently trading at. And as well, if we place a trend line, what you can see here is that we are actually trading above this horizontal level of support where we found support on top previously already several times. So therefore I'm convinced that we could see a stronghold getting created where we are currently trading at. So this is absolutely very important to me, to hold strong on top of this horizontal level of support. Otherwise, if we do see a further decline, it is likely that we are going to head all the way towards the $23 range, the Fibonacci range underneath us that hasn't been retested for a very long period of time, because you can clearly see that the very last time that we saw the graph heading towards the $23 was at approximately the 11th of January. But I personally think it is quite unlikely that we are going to see a decline as far towards the $23 range, and therefore I must say that my personal opinion is that if we do see a further decline taking place, it is actually more likely to hold strong on top of the $48 due to the fact that we have seen previously multiple touch points of support on top, as well support on top and resistance underneath. So the $48 is actually the level that we do not want to break down below, otherwise we could expect further decline towards the $23 range. But right now, as I said previously, we would like to see momentum towards the upside taking place and eventually a trend reversal getting started once we break above this descending resistance and see continuation of momentum towards the upside. Lastly, during this video, I would like to discuss the RSI on the 4-hourly time frame and as well on the daily time frame. Right now on the RSI, we are not seeing any type of bullish nor bearish divergences. What I think is quite good to know is that we are quite far below, and therefore if we do right now see an even further decline, we will be breaking down below the dotted line and we could expect an increase in price action afterwards taking place. So that does actually look very good. And on the daily time frame, what you can see is that we are as well very far below, and we are right now not seeing any type of bullish nor bearish divergences. But what actually does look good to me is that if we eventually see enough strength and momentum towards the upside taking place, we do as well have plenty of space on the RSI to see further continuation and increase in price action taking place. So right now this does actually look very good to me. But I do realize that I forgot to mention the MACD on the daily time frame, and what you can see here is that we are clearly heading towards a crossover on the daily time frame. This is actually something that concerns me a lot, due to the fact that if we do see this crossover occur, I personally think that we won't be able to hold strong on top of the level where we are currently trading at $61, and that we could perhaps head all the way towards $48 before being able to find a stronghold and a trend reversal getting started. So for sure, the $48 level is a level that you would like to monitor very closely right now during the upcoming days on the graph. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy the content, do not forget to give me a big thumbs up down below, and as well, have a nice day.